Burger night at the Eisterhold. We love cheeseburgers.
Homemade cheeseburgers is one of our favorite meals. We have a special way of spicing them up, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You can buy ground beef and form your own burgers, but I like to buy them in a pack like this where they've already been formed. They're in the fridge, ready to go. Makes for faster meal making. But one thing I do before I cook them, and I usually like to do it at least a couple of hours before I cook them, is put my own special blend of seasonings on. And when I say my own special blend, it's 2 different blends that I put on the burgers. We put the Montreal Steak seasoning and lemon pepper. Very easy. So I open up the package like this. And get my burgers spread out so I can spice them all at the same time. Usually I put the lemon pepper on first. It really doesn't matter at all, but I like to be able to see how much lemon pepper I've got. Then the Montreal. And I do put it on both sides. So usually I get my hand between the paper and the burger and put this on top of here. Otherwise, if you just flip it over and peel the paper off, then all that spice falls down. But if you cap it with this and then flip it over like that, and usually after touching the meat, I wash my hands before I touch my containers, but I'm going to clean my containers off when I'm finished with this, just so I can speed up this video a little bit. And there you have it. Then I stack them back up on here. And I'll put this over. And I'll take a piece of saran wrap and I'll wrap around that and let them sit for about an hour or 2. And then I'll cook my burgers. Actually, yeah, it'll probably be 3 or 4 hours. And then I'll show you how to cook the burgers. Sometimes we grill them, but a lot of times we just cook them inside. And I've gotten this pan hot. I can feel the heat coming off the pan. So I take the burger, just turn it over, and it sizzles a little bit. I get that on there. So I'm just going to fit these. In there like this. I like to flip them over a couple of different times. You notice I didn't put any grease in the pan. I just had the spice on the burgers and made sure the pan was hot before I put the burgers on it. Then you want to make sure they cook long enough that they'll separate from the pan. If you try to turn them too early, they will stick. So you will start to see a little bit of red come out of the edges of the burgers. This one's got a little bit coming out of the top, and that's after that starts coming out, I will flip it again. I probably flip each burger about 4 times. So here's another example of, here's the red. You can see it coming out of each of these burgers. Not this one so much, but all 3 of these have that red coming out, and that's about when I flip them again. Well, I flipped them a couple of times. I did turn my heat down a few flips back. I'm getting ready to take these off and put them on the plate. Most of us like cheese on our burgers. So I'm going to take my burger and I'm going to flip it over, and that did not work. Flip it over so that the hot side gets the cheese. And this time I'm going to do it in the pan and then move it over and put my cheese on. I'll flip this one over. Put cheese. Now we have someone that's coming a little later for the 4th burger, so theirs doesn't need cheese yet. But one special thing that I like to do, that most of my kids like, is we like our buns grilled. So I take them and I put them on. I'm going to turn that heat all the way off. It won't take very long. Just take a couple of minutes. Soaks up a little bit of grease. There we go. My kids love their buns that way. Now, my husband doesn't like them that much, so I don't grill his buns. But the rest of us, we like them this way. And there we go. What you putting on your burger?
Nothing. Plain and super.